Fleece is one of the best materials to hike in the shoulder season, spring, autumn, due to the fact that it's lightweight, durable and quick drying. So in weather conditions like we've got today, fleece is going to be a great option for a mid-layer. Today we're looking at the MH500 Quechua from Decathlon. Alright, so the Quechua MH500 fits loose and comfy, great for layering and movement on the trail. It doesn't feel restricted at all, and the elasticated cuffs are a nice touch to lock in the warm air and keep cold air out. A few things to note about the design.
Now I know exactly what you're thinking. This guy looks like the model from the website. It's just one of the many mysteries of this simulation. Now anyway, the fleece comes in a grey and beige combination, which I'm wearing, and also this blue and navy combination.
This is quite a stripped back fleece. So there's no pockets, which would have been nice, maybe a breast pocket or maybe some at the sides, but
it is what it is.
The fleece actually uses a half zip design, which is useful for ventilation when you're working up a sweat on trail. It's also got an inch-high collar, which gives your neck a little bit extra insulation on colder days.
What?
I mean, I didn't invent the turtleneck, Lana, but I was the first to recognize its potential as a tactical garment. The tactical turtleneck, Lana.
Archer.
The tactile neck.
One thing with this fleece is there isn't much stretch in it at all. It's quite rigid. So if you want one that's a little bit more stretchy, then perhaps this isn't the one for you. As for the build quality, it kind of sits in that middle ground. It doesn't quite feel cheap, but it doesn't feel premium either. It's 100% polyester, so it should be nice and durable over time. And the stitching on it is actually quite impressive. The only thing is the seams on the inside are quite thick, but that doesn't really hamper it. It is still quite comfortable. Alright, so how does this fleece actually perform when you're out on the trail? So I'm going to break it down into three categories: the warmth, the breathability, and how quickly it actually dries. First off, warmth. Decathlon say that this fleece sits in the 7 to 10 degrees Celsius range, and I would say that's pretty accurate. I've worn this just as an outer layer on some sunnier, warmer days, and I've been layering it underneath jackets on colder days. But where it really shines is as a mid-layer. I've worn this on really cold days under a shell, and it's kept me nice and warm and toasty. So warmth is obviously great, but that's only if you don't overheat. And this fleece actually deals with your body heat quite well. I've had this fleece for a little while now, and I've worn it on tough uphill hikes, and I found that it breathes really well. I've never felt quite stuffy in it, even when I've worked up a sweat. The half zip actually dumps heat really well. You can really open it up and dump off that heat quickly.
You feel that steam heat coming? That's from my undercarriage.
Okay. Quick drying. This fleece dries really, really fast. It's 100% polyester, so it doesn't hold on to that moisture like cotton. As you can see, today we're in quite damp, normal UK weather, and I found that even on wetter days than this, it's dried really quickly. That's why I think it makes it a really solid choice for hiking in spring and autumn, or just the UK in general, because you never know when you're going to get caught in a rainstorm. Now, as good as this fleece is, it's not perfect. There are a few downsides to it. First off, although it's breathable, that also means that it's not windproof. On particularly gusty days, you do feel the wind get through it and cool down your core. That's exactly why I like to pair it with a windproof shell on gusty days. The second downside is what I mentioned earlier. There's no pockets on this. Would have been nice to have one pocket for snacks or a phone or a map if you're navigating.
Pocket sand!
But if you're used to hiking with a backpack, this is probably not going to be a deal breaker. And finally, if you're planning a multi-day hike, this is probably not going to be your best choice. Because it's 100% polyester, after a couple of days you're going to stink it out. So perhaps a merino blend would be a better option. Final verdict, would I recommend this? yeah, with the right expectations, I would recommend this fleece. For under £15, you're getting a great lightweight fleece, which is perfect for day hikes and overnight camps. I also like wearing it just around the house or around town in these colder months. If you want something windproof or with pockets, then you might need to spend a little bit more. For the price, this is a solid fleece. It looks good and performs well. Let me know in the comments, what fleece do you use for hiking? And if you would like to see more gear reviews like this, then hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you.